Hello everybody, it's TMOG 217. Welcome to a LEGO Monkey Kids set review. Today I'm like at set number 80040, Monkey Kids Combi Mech. This is a 2023 set that released in January 1st, online exclusively, and basically worldwide except for Asian markets. So yeah, it contains 277 pieces and 2 minifigures. Let's have a look at the build, shall we? So here is the mech, and honestly, it is so refreshing to have a mech that actually has some posability. That's exactly what this is, basically. So, when I say posability, for comparison, you have the Rocket Raccoon mech that released this year as well for $20 Canadian, and then you have this set which released for $25 Canadian, and wow, they're able to pull off some posability. Where to begin? I guess we'll start with the legs, which is the thing I'm most impressed about with the build, is it uses some ratchet joints as well as ball joints combined. So that's really cool. So you can see at the top here, you got a big ball joint. Then the knee is using a ratchet joint technique, and that's as far as you can bend it. Really cool stuff. And then the foot uses a mixel ball joint to get it from side to side. And it does use the Ninjago Evo armor piece on the shin right there, but that's just fine. It doesn't affect the build in a negative way, so that's good. And oh man, the amount of poses you can get this thing in, I've had so much fun with. So yeah, I had so much fun with this. Literally, you can get this in so many fun poses. I've even tried doing like 1 foot, standing on 1 foot, and that actually can be done. You can get it to stand on 1 foot. Moving on to other sections of the build, though, the arms are a little bit on the chunkier side and a little limited in their posability, but it's still posable enough to get the job done. At least by Marvel Mech standards, it's way better. You have a mixel ball joint at like the wrist there, and it's a little bit of a tight connection, but you can still get some fun posability overall, because again, it has ball joints, it can connect and move about like so. So in the left hand, you can hold the big Monkey Kid staff piece, and that's held in by 2 clips combined together. And you can have it holding nothing if you want, because the hand still has a weapon. It has a stud shooter. This is probably the most interesting way a stud shooter has been integrated in a 2023 set so far. Now, how these work is after you load it with a stud, you just press down, and it'll shoot out a stud. So, pretty cool stuff. Now, if you don't want to have the staff in the hand of the mech, you could place it on one of the 2 clips included on the back. Now, this does play into the fact of what this set can connect with, which is Maze Jet, which is also a $25 set, which is an online exclusive. But anyway, if you don't get that set, you can easily just connect it right here. And the same thing goes for Monkey Kid's staff. So you can have it as like a weapon storage of sorts, which is pretty cool. One thing I do think should be mentioned as well is there is a lot of stickers. Wherever you see any fancy details on this mech, there is all a sticker. I also like the integration of the Lego Disney Cars front end of that piece as shoulder armor. I think that's really cool and unique. Something I've never really seen done before, and I like it. For the other arm, you just have a giant sword, which uses a new molded cloud blade piece. So that looks really cool. It's obviously a little bit of a thin piece, as all blade pieces are. So a little bit of caution with how much force you're applying to that. But yeah, as for where Monkey Kid sits in the mech, you could just fold this ratchet joint piece down, which does have a detailed sticker for controls, and he just sits in there like a Marvel mech figure would. So yeah, a lot of comparisons to Marvel mechs, because this one is far superior in my mind. Anyway, let's have a look at the side build before we have a look at the minifigures. So for the side build, you have some sort of dirt catapults like thing. I guess you could kind of pose it a little bit and defy wherever you want. The only thing that doesn't make sense to me is why there's Technic pins on just the one side, not the other. It kind of implies that it's supposed to connect to something. I'm just not quite sure which. The function does work. I just kind of have these stacked together for storage purposes. But yeah, you just flip it down and it's supposed to fire out really fast, kind of like that. So it's a fun little side build to give the enemy, but it's kind of weird to include. The mech itself is just fine. Anyway, let's have a look at the minifigures, shall we? Taking a look at the first 2 minifigures included in this set, on the left, we have Monkey Kid in an armored up suit. Unfortunately, this figure and the other figure isn't exclusive just to this set. When I first built this set, I did think it was, though, because, like, wow, this is a very detailed Monkey Kid minifigure. You got arm printing, leg printing, and just the detail on it, and a double-sided facial expression. It just looks great. But apparently this set does come in, I'm going to butcher the name here, Neza's Firing, which is a 130 Canadian dollars set. So this is a nice alternative if you just want this minifigure. He does come with the iconic Monkey Kid staff, and again, regarding that double-sided facial expression, he does have just an angry look. That looks really cool. And for the second minifigure, you have Bendy, the Ink Demon. Oh, I guess it's just called the Ink Demon. Never mind. Yeah, he just has a black inky sword, and he can fire an inky projectile. And how you do that is you just press it down. It's supposed to shoot out of the minifigure's hand. So, yeah, again, this isn't an exclusive minifigure, unfortunately. It comes in a handful of the new Monkey Kid sets. It does have a nice, cool new braid molded piece. That's cool. Yeah, not really much else to talk about these figures. Let's move on to what else is included in this set. Taking a look at the instructions, it's very small and very lacking for the instruction artwork. And doesn't look like a great rendition. Anyway, you have a QR code if you want to build the set digitally, as is advertised on the first page. And apparently Lego's going to paper bags eventually. Anyway, flipping open, you just have a progress bar of Monkey Kid himself. Not the exact minifigure, but it's okay. Yeah, pretty simplistic, straightforward building techniques. Flip it all the way to the back, though, it does show the completed model. And then it shows that you can combine it with the other Monkey Kid set from 2023, which I am debating on getting. Let me know in the comment section down below if you want to see that. Anyway, it does show some other Monkey Kid sets from 2023. Pretty cool stuff, and that apparently these two sets can combine as well. All right. You have a parts listing, goes on for 2 pages, and then a win at the back. In terms of extra parts, this is all that I got in my copy of the set. Overall, I think this is a really cool set. It's kind of a bummer this is an online exclusive, because I think this set would sell really well in stores. Like, it's got posability for Pete's sake, and a great building techniques, and a great minifigure to lead the mech. Just overall, for what you're getting for $25, I really like this set. Like, sure, you got some stickers to make out the detailing, but that's nothing compared to the fact of posability in a mech, which seems to become a rarity nowadays for smaller sized mech sets, is what it seems like. Anyway, yeah, highly recommend picking up this set online, or I guess in store if you're able to. But yeah, most likely online. Yeah, definitely pick it up. Highly recommend it. It's a cool set, cool build, and you get some cool minifigures. Anyway, well, those are more or less my thoughts. Let me know yours in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed this review, hit that like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, all that fun stuff. Anyway, thank you everyone so much for watching, and I will see you all in a future video. Till then, see you later. Bye.